The Missouri farm where gravity doesn't work. Locals swear it's real. In the rolling hills of southwestern Missouri, somewhere between Springfield and the Arkansas border, there is a patch of land that locals avoid after dark. It looks like an ordinary farm, a gravel road, a faded red barn, a few acres of overgrown pasture. But if you stand in a particular spot near the old oak tree at the edge of the property, something impossible happens. The rules of physics stop working. Water flows uphill. Balls roll the wrong way. And if you stand perfectly still, you will feel a force pushing against your body. Not wind, not a slope. Something invisible. Something that wants you to move. Something that seems to be coming from the ground itself. This is not a tourist attraction. There are no signs, no gift shops, no admission fees. The family that owns the land has tried to keep it quiet for over 60 years. But the stories keep leaking out because the people who experience it cannot stop talking about it. And what they describe is deeply unsettling. Let me tell you about the Missouri gravity anomaly. A real place with real witnesses and no scientific explanation. The first recorded account comes from a farmer named Walter who bought the property in 1958. He was plowing the lower pasture when his tractor suddenly lurched to the side. He corrected the wheel and continued, but the tractor lurched again. He stopped and got off to inspect the ground. Maybe a fallen branch, maybe a hidden rock. But as he stepped away from the tractor, he felt it. A pressure, a sensation of being pushed, not hard, not violently, but persistently, like a hand pressing against his chest, urging him backward. He took a step forward. The pressure increased. He took another step. It felt like walking against a strong current. He stopped and looked down at his feet. The ground was flat. The grass was undisturbed. There was no reason for what he was feeling. Walter was a practical man. He did not believe in ghosts or spirits or anything that could not be measured and weighed. But he could not deny what his body was telling him. Something was wrong with this piece of land. He moved his tractor to a different field and finished his work for the day. That night, he told his wife about the experience. She laughed. She told him he had been working too hard. She suggested he drink more water. But Walter could not let it go. The next day, he returned to the spot with a level and a marble. He placed the marble on the ground. It should have stayed still. The land appeared flat. The level confirmed it. The marble rolled uphill. Not a gentle drift, not a trick of the eye, a deliberate, accelerating roll, moving against the visible slope of the land. Walter retrieved the marble and tried again. Same result. He tried a different spot a few feet away. The marble stayed still. He returned to the original spot. Uphill. Again he drew a circle in the dirt, a circle about 15 feet in diameter. Inside that circle, the laws of physics did not apply. Outside it, everything was normal. Walter never sought publicity for his discovery. He told a few neighbors. They came over and saw for themselves. They brought their own marbles and levels and confirmed what Walter had found. The story spread through the local community. People began driving out to the farm to experience the anomaly for themselves. And then the accidents started happening. In 1963, a young couple parked their car on the gravel road near the anomaly. They wanted to see if their car would roll uphill in neutral, like the marbles had. They positioned the vehicle at the edge of the circle and put it in neutral. The car began to move, not slowly, not gently. It shot forward, accelerating rapidly, and crashed into the old oak tree at the edge of the property. The couple survived but were badly shaken. They told the sheriff that something had pushed their car, something strong. The sheriff investigated. He tested the spot himself. He later told a local reporter that he had felt something he could not explain. A pressure, a pushing sensation. He said the hair on his arms stood up. He said he felt like something was watching him. In 1971, a group of college students from the University of Missouri drove down to the farm to conduct their own experiments. They brought measuring equipment, compasses, levels, a pendulum. One student reported that her compass needle spun wildly when she stood inside the circle. Another reported that his pendulum hung at a 45-degree angle instead of straight down, as if gravity was being bent. But the most disturbing incident involved a student named Mark. Mark volunteered to stand at the center of the circle and describe what he felt. His friends watched from outside the boundary. At first, Mark reported the same pressure that others had described. Then he went quiet. His face went pale. His eyes widened. He began to breathe rapidly. His friends called out to him. He did not respond. He seemed to be staring at something in the distance, something they could not see. They called his name again. Nothing. They started walking toward him to pull him out of the circle. That is when Mark screamed. He turned and ran. He did not stop running until he was back at the car. He was shaking. He was crying. His friends demanded to know what had happened. Mark said he had seen something in the circle with him, standing right beside him. He said it was tall and thin and did not have a face. He said it had placed its hand on his shoulder. And he said that when it touched him, he heard a voice inside his head. A voice that told him to leave and never come back. The students left immediately. Mark refused to discuss the incident further. He dropped out of school the following semester. His friends said he was never the same. The current owners of the farm are the grandchildren of Walter. They do not allow visitors. They do not give interviews. They have posted no trespassing signs around the entire property. The Anomaly site is now overgrown with weeds and brush. The old oak tree still stands. The circle is still there, hidden beneath the grass. But occasionally, someone manages to sneak onto the property. A local teenager, a curious paranormal investigator. They find the spot. They stand in the circle and they feel the pressure, the pushing, the strange, unexplainable sensation that something down there is trying to push them away or pull them closer. What is causing the Missouri gravity anomaly? Geologists have studied the area. They found nothing unusual, no magnetic deposits, no underground caverns, no unique mineral formations. The ground is the same as the ground for miles around, except for that one circle, that one spot where the rules break. Some theorists believe the anomaly is a portal, a place where two dimensions overlap, a place where the barrier between here and somewhere else has worn thin. They point to the accounts of the college student, the tall figure, the faceless entity, the voice in his head. They say the anomaly is not just a physical phenomenon. It is a doorway, and something on the other side is guarding it. Others believe the explanation is simpler: an undiscovered magnetic field, an unusual gravitational lens, something that science will eventually understand and categorize and dismiss. But science does not explain what Mark saw. Science does not explain why so many witnesses report the same feeling of being watched. Science does not explain why animals refuse to enter the circle. Birds fly around it. Dogs whine and pull away. Cattle graze around the perimeter. but never cross into it. The land knows something we do not. If you ever find yourself in southwestern Missouri and you hear rumors of a farm where gravity does not work, do not try to find it. The family does not want visitors. The land does not want visitors. And whatever lives inside that circle has made it clear that outsiders are not welcome. But if you ignore this warning and go anyway, and you find the old oak tree and you step into the circle, pay attention to what you feel. The pressure, the push, the sense that something is standing right behind you. And if you hear a voice inside your head telling you to leave, do what Mark could not do. Listen. Because Mark never went back to that farm, but something followed him home. Sleep well.